Good evening and welcome to Coffee Talk. Please leave a like to support the channel. It will be greatly appreciated. The Bud Files, welcome. Joseph Moore. How are y'all doing? Holly Ivans, good evening, young lady. And Uncle Al, Bullfrog 79, welcome. Uncle Al just got through watching, I guess, your latest video that you posted. It was a good one. And I certainly agree with you about the need to garden. Having a garden is very important. And you really did a nice talk on it. Hillbilly Josh Loftus, welcome. So I think I'll go over a little bit of my activities, what I've been doing to support my channel. Good evening, Melinda. So to begin with, I'm sitting at 1,570 subscribers. I was at 1,571, but I lost one overnight. It happens. I have 8.3K views for the current 28-day cycle. I have 379 watch hours. That is down. That is down. Verna, welcome, Verna. My last short, which I had posted, I guess this morning, has 265 views. Not bad. And my live stream from last night, which was an uninterrupted live stream, 51 views. My shout out video to Hillbilly Josh has 31 views. You haven't had a chance to look at it. It's a minute and a half long. Go over, give it a view, leave a like, please. say something nice. It's always nice to say something nice, and it will be greatly appreciated. Josh, might be interested for you to be looking at the comments, because in that video it's about you, so you might want to go over to my video periodically and look to see who's left a comment and what they said. Susanna Morrison, proud single mom. Welcome. Susanna is over in the Philippines. Beautiful young lady, has a beautiful young daughter. She's a single mom. And her channel, she has backup channels, but her main channel is, I think, is around close to around 20,000 subscribers. I mean, she's been doing very well for herself, and she is supportive of those who support her. So she's visiting me because I visit her. So that being said, I run a playlist overnight, and I'm gonna let y'all know who I ran. I'm gonna try to start doing that. I run Vay's live stream. It was like a 51-minute live stream. I ran that one full replay, and I have left comments. Joshua Humphrey, welcome, and KP Heathen, welcome. Please leave a like to support the channel. It would be greatly appreciated. So, I run Verna's live stream. I run a 25-minute live stream of Nita's cooking show. I ran a 2-hour and 36-minute live stream of Isobar. I run a 1-hour and 2-minute live stream of Ed's Dance. In food, that would be Gina, or Jewels of Gina. Living My Best Life at 60, I run a 1-hour and 20-minute live stream of Echoes. In Doris G Vlog, I ran a 1-hour and 30-minute live stream. So those were 6 live streams I ran last night. And I will run some more today, and I will try to add some variety to that, so that I will run some live streams and some other people. But at this point in time, that's what I'm being truthful, that's what I ran last night. And I know that at least 2 of them, maybe 3 of them, had done me the same and run my most recent live stream. And I tend to run live streams on people who run live streams of mine, so we basically give back to each other. Now, one thing to think about and to remember, depending on where you live, hurricane season's coming up. It's getting into summer. And starting June the 1st, it'll be hurricane season. And national weather, NOAA, FEMA, they're saying that we could have on the order of 17 to 25 hurricanes, and they're predicting 17 this year. We had 14 major storms last year. Something to take into consideration, and something to give you pause to think, and also motivation to start planning, getting preparedness. Yeah, and there, in the last 3 days, there have been 11 people who have died in tornadoes. northern Texas, Oklahoma, Arkansas. There have been 11 people who have lost their lives in tornadoes. So, something you got to think about. Something everybody's got to think about. PCF man and ma'am. Welcome, PCF and ma'am. PCF and ma'am is working on 1,000. They're a little short of 900 subscribers. If you are not connected, please reach out and connect. That is a link to PCF ma'am. Please reach out and connect. Now, I'm always talking about preps. I need to do some community wall posts, and I was over at Walmart today, and I was overlooking at, well, I have several can openers, manual can openers, and the model that I have been buying right now costs about $6. But they had a nice one that I'm gonna put up on my community wall tomorrow. They had a nice one. It was $2, full size manual can opener, not one of these little things like the military gives out. So in other words, if you need to open a few cans, you're not going to wear yourself out trying to open a can. $2. I encourage everybody to have a couple of those. It's always good to have a spare one in case one breaks on you. That way you have something to go along with it. Now another thing, people like to do the Fired Up Fridays and Cast Iron Wednesdays, and they start little fires, and they use flint and steel. Nothing wrong with that. Matter of fact, people take pride in their ability to first strike or second strike or third strike. They get their fire started. $10 packs, 32 matches in each pack, 99 cents. 99 cents. So I encourage everybody, 99 cents. Think about that. I've been meaning to do a video, it'll probably be a short video, of me using one of my little camp stoves to boil water. Why is that important? Because if you want coffee, if you like hot tea, you want to heat boiled water to reconstitute freeze-dried food, you have some Mountain House or some Ready Wise, or these little individual meals for 2 people, you got to have some boiling water. That's part of reconstituting a freeze-dried meal. That, and remembering to take out the oxygen absorber. Don't want to eat the oxygen absorber. Don't want it in there when you're trying to reconstitute it. So those little stoves that I've been sending out, it would behoove you to practice with it. It would also behoove you to buy some additional sterno beyond what you received, or some canned heat. And you can use these inside. You use them, it takes 12-15 minutes depending on how much water you're trying to heat to boil water. After you boil the water, put it out, and you can let it cool down, put it up, and then the next time you need to boil some water, pull it out again. And depending on what you're doing, you can, the canned heats run for 6 hours, so you could very easily, if you say it takes me 15 minutes to boil water, that's 24 times you can light the thing up and boil water with one can. And these cans are a couple of bucks. They're not that expensive. 4 in the house, 9 likes. Please leave a like to support the channel if you have not done so. Well, I have to go now. I hope everyone has a good rest of the day. Have a good live stream. Thank you, Josh. Take care, Hillbilly. Hillbilly is the next recipient of my goodie box. I will hopefully pack it tomorrow. I've got all the components ready. I need to finish my video, which I need to upload, and I need to make sure I get all my description stuff in it, and hopefully it will wind up being a premiere on Wednesday. If I don't premiere it Wednesday, perhaps I'll premiere it Thursday at 6:30 in the evening, and you should get a notification of the premiere. Also, always check my community wall to see what I'm posting on my community wall. When I post, I always post good stuff, usually good preparedness deals. I always give an image and a price, and these are things that I buy myself and I use myself. Food Forest Permaculture, welcome and thank you for coming in, Howie. Haven't been by to visit you lately, and I need to show you some affection, so I will plan on going to your channel and giving you some view time. I do enjoy your videos. I just haven't had the time. But I am off for 2.5 months now, and while I'm off, I'm going to try to get into my friends' channels and support them. Little Lone Prepper, welcome. So, talking about preparedness, and there are certain things that you need for emergencies. Everybody should know the basics. You can't live without water. You can't live without food. You can go for a while without food. You can't go very long without water. And if you take medication, you can't go very long without your prescription medication, because if it keeps you going, you got to have it. So you need a supply of it. Likewise, you need to have hygiene products. If the sewer system's not working, you can't be using your commodes, then you need to be able to dispose of waste. Having a 5-gallon bucket with trash bags, 13-gallon trash bags, you put a 13-gallon trash bag in the bucket, you put a second 13-gallon trash bag in the bucket over the rim. You put down your plastic commode seat that's made for a 5-gallon bucket. You do your business, you clean up with your wipies and your paper and whatever. Then you seal that bag and seal the second bag, and you take it and dispose of it. Some people say go bury it. Other people say go off and dump it someplace. If the trash is not being picked up, which in a grid down situation for a period of time, I don't know that there will be trash pickup, then you need to figure out what you're going to do. I say dig a hole. And they used to dig latrines. The idea and you'd have an outhouse and you'd have a latrine, and that's where you'd go. And it didn't smell very good, but that's where you'd go in there and do your business, and that's where that area. And it was always away from the living quarters and where you cook and everything, or where your water well or whatever. So you always make sure you have it on the opposite end. But that's what you would do. So I'm thinking something that we don't do enough of. I have been trying to, I've been watching those food videos of yours, Uncle Al. And I've been trying to put out 2 a day. I've got another one loaded up, ready to go. And probably this evening before I go to sleep, I'll load it up. And we'll let that thing run and see how that does. Well, yeah, water containers. I really I have several of the, oops, what I'm going to show you, I have several of them. And these are some that I've never even taken out of their box. A Life Straw, water bottle with filter, bacteria and parasites, chemicals and pesticides, microplastics, BPA free, improves taste. 1 product, 1 child, 1 year of safe water. And you basically put water in it. Powerful filtration, 22 ounces volume. Improves taste, dishwasher safe, replaceable filters, BPA free. Ideal for hiking and camping, school and everyday use, travel, emergency preparedness. Switzerland. It's a Life Straw. Here's another one. Sawyer, another popular brand. Bottle, water filtration system. Easy to drink, fast flow filter. 32 ounce capacity. 32 ounces is a quart. That would be uh, 4 8-ounce glasses. You're supposed to drink 8 glasses of water a day. You can fill this thing up, and that's half your water supply. Filter is reusable up to 100,000 gallons. Mini filter and cap. Cleaning plunger. Simply fill and drink. This 32-ounce bottle filtration system is rated up to 100,000 gallons. So my wife went to the store and she bought about God, I don't even know. She bought some new gallon jugs with water in it, with the top handles that you can carry. You can carry a couple of them at a time in each hand. And she had recently went and refilled a bunch of them. So I'd have to take an inventory of exactly what we have right now. But she also went and bought a bunch of 24 packs of half liters. So we have a good supply of bottled water. Now the idea with the government, if the water's turned off, if the power's turned off, if the gas is turned off, they say that you should be able to support yourself for a week before the government will be able to show up. Sometimes within that week they should show up to be able to help people. But you're on your own that first week in a regional crisis. So think about that. You're going to need to have a water supply. You're going to need to have canned food. You're going to need to have the ability to heat it. You need to be able to heat water to have coffee. You need to be able to heat water to have hot tea, soup. You want to heat a retort pouch. A lot of times you have like those MREs or those humanitarian rations, or just, you have shelf-stable food packets. You got to be able to heat the stuff. Here's a retort pouch. 3-bean vegan chili. Organic. 16 grams of protein. Plant-based, gluten-free. Got a tear notch. 10 ounces. Mild. $290 calories. These are produced San Diego, California. Certified organic by Oregon. From farm to fork, we source organic beans grown as local as possible, gluten-free, BPA-free, USDA organic. I actually like this chili. I like the Wolf brand. I like Hormel. I have cases of them. I eat it. I like my completes. I like my Dingy Moore. I like this. Here's another one. Brown sugar baked beans. White navy beans, tomatoes, brown sugar, and spices. 10 ounces. 240 calories. No, excuse me, 340 calories. So I could slip a couple of these in a pot of water and heat them with sterno or canned heat. You open them up and you got some nice hot. You eat them with crackers. Matter of fact, I might have one of these tonight for supper. But I'll probably put it in the microwave. It's 60 seconds in the microwave. With crackers, and I'll probably have either a tea or a lemonade with it. Isobor. Ah, Mr. Whistle. I'm not paying attention to who's been coming in. My apologies, I've been talking. So Mr. Whistle's in the house. And Devil Dog Prepper. How you doing, Devil Dog? And Isobar. Isobar, I ran a 2-hour and 36-minute live stream of yours, full replay last night, trying to give you support. A Seychelles filter bottle, purification tablets, and a large Livestraw Community water filter. Sounds good. Sounds good. Little Lone Prepper. Yeah, I've got quite a bit of the tablets. As a matter of fact, a lot of your military type rations that you get, they will come with water tabs. They'll come with several water tabs in case you need to purify water for your, while you're consuming your meals ready to eat. Please leave a like to support the channel. It would be greatly appreciated. Yeah, my wife has purchased some catchment barrels with filters so that you can filter out any crap that would get into it. And they probably would store 50 gallons of water or so, I think. The ones that she bought got like a screw top with a filtration up top that you can open and close. And Mom of 4 boys, welcome, Mom of 4 boys. We are 35 minutes, 36 minutes into the live stream. 9 in the house, 13 likes. The idea when Yoda, Papa Vintage Cards, welcome. William Smith, welcome, William Smith. Now, one thing I will say about the tabs, like, you can go, and I've showed them, and I have several packs of them. Do I have any right here? Looking around. Never know what I've got hidden around. Need to put these up. I'm looking. Brought a bunch of stuff home from school. Well, dagnabbit. I'm very disorganized right now. I surely am very disorganized right now. But I've got 2.5 months to work on it. Yeah, Memorial Day. You gotta thank the vets. You gotta thank those who sacrificed their time. They served. You know, you're dedicating several years of your life when you serve, and some have given their all. A lot of people have given their all in defending our country, protecting our country. Yeah. So I go and I go buy tacos just about every day. I'll go down and get tacos. I'm part of the coffee club. I pay $10 and I get all the coffee I want. $10 a month. I get coffee every day. Sometimes I get coffee in the afternoon. I'll stop off from work or whatever. I'll go down in the afternoon. I'll get another coffee. So it more than pays for itself. When I go in there, I will go, and all of this, I didn't pay for any of this. I'll go get coffee, and then when I go get coffee, I need creamer, so I'll go get creamer. I'll get like several creamers. I'll get sugar. I'll get artificial sweetener. And you start building a supply of it. And I give this stuff away to people. Likewise, Always have extra syrup. Hey, tartar sauce. Creole cocktail sauce. Mild hot sauce. Ketchup. Salsa del Sol. I mean, I'm constantly getting stuff. Salt and pepper. Salt and peppers. I didn't pay for any of the stuff. That came with food and various stuff that I've got. I save it. You never know when you'll need it. So you don't have to, like, there are people who talk about prepping and they don't have money. Like, I can't afford to prep. I can't afford to save and to have it. And yes, you can. You can get a lot of stuff for free. Or you pay very little for it. You know what you're doing. Taster's Choice. Dark blend. Let's think about that. Taster's Choice. I'll see what I can do, Dave. Dave, don't go there. You're fucking ride a mechanical bull. Oh God, you might not survive it. You better make sure that you got a seatbelt. Oh shit. Excuse my language. Willie Jilly, welcome Willie Jilly. You know, I laugh at my friend Dave, but I'd laugh at myself. I need that same seatbelt because it'd throw me off in a hurry. And I'm sure I'd land in such a way that I'd break something. And at my age, I don't want to break anything. I think it'd be safe to do the hot air balloon, but I wouldn't want to do the mechanical bull. I would not want to do the mechanical bull. Willie Jilly has 697 subscribers. Let's see if we can get Willie Jilly up to 700. If you are not subscribed to Willie Jilly, please reach out. And this is a link to Willie Jilly's channel. We're right at 45 minutes into the live stream, 10 in the house, 16 likes. Dave, I will look into seeing if I can find some of that for you, and if I do, I'll send it to you. Taster's Choice, the dark blend packets. I'll see what I can do. Now, I've been looking at videos where, you know, you get recommendations of what you should and shouldn't do for your health. And they say 4 things that you need to avoid. 4 things you need to avoid for your health. And one of those is smoking. So, because smoking is bad for your lungs, it's bad for your heart, it can certainly shorten your life. My family's living proof. Those in my family who smoked did not live near as long as those who did. I know what got my relatives. I was a late life baby, and I have outlived all these folks. And I know, use of tobacco shorten lives. So that's one. You should not smoke. Now I'm probably going to hurt some feelings, and I've never smoked in my life, but I'll tell you, I'd be a hypocrite if I told you that I hadn't done it in the past. Alcohol. You should not be consuming alcohol. Now I have heard like red wine in moderation, like drink a glass of red wine every day is good for your heart. But you could also say drinking a glass of dark Welch's grape juice is good for your heart. It's not alcoholic. So alcohol is bad for you. Another thing they say is drinking sodas. And I've drank lots of sodas in my life, and I'm trying to cut down on the sodas. Today, when I had my lunch, I had barbecue. I had a barbecue sandwich with fries and a tea. I could have had a Coke. I had a tea. So avoid sodas. And then the other thing they say is to avoid bread and pasta. Bread and pasta. You want to get your weight down. Avoid breads and pasta. Those are 4 things they say. The first 2, the smoking and the alcohol, are really, and I guess you could say, but I had relatives that drank Coke into their 80s. My Aunt Lily drank at least 1 Coke every day. She lived to be just shy of 90, fell and hit her head. So, but probably good to avoid sodas, the sugar and everything. And those are 4 things that I learned about. And I'd heard that before, like doing drugs, real bad for you, really bad, shortens your health. You can overdose and die on it. There have been a lot of people who've died on drug overdoses. Drug use is real bad for you, unless you're talking about prescription drugs. I take 6 different prescription drugs every day that's doctor prescribed. I take a couple of blood pressure medications, a water pill, a cholesterol pill. I take a pill for my sugar. I take a pill for anti-inflammatory for arthritis. Mike Crusher Reviews. Hello, Mike. Not paying attention. How's it going, Mike? Good to see you. Yeah, I need to lose weight. If you do not want to be carrying around a lot of extra weight. You do not. Not a good idea. 10 in the house, 17 likes. Had 21 people come through identifying themselves this evening so far. I'm enjoying my time off, and obviously I need to get organized. And I will try to get finished with my goodie box video, get it loaded up so I can do it as a premiere for Hillbilly Josh. And hopefully I'll be able to get it loaded up, and it'll be a premiere probably Wednesday, and if not Wednesday, on Thursday from at 6:30. I gotta go, once I get it loaded up, I gotta go get it over to the post office, get it mailed out. Then I will send a tracking number to Josh, and I'll let him know when to expect it. It'll be nice to see him do an unboxing, and look forward to that. And he'll get it probably by this weekend. You know, if I get it out tomorrow, he should get it maybe Thursday. So that's one of my goals for this week. Got to get my wife's a renewal for her driver's license mailed out. That way she doesn't have to. I went over there to DPS. That was not fun. That was like 2.5 hours trying to get mine. And it'll be good for another 4 years. And then I could actually renew online this next time if I want to. I'm going to do a mail-in for my wife and send a check for like $33. And then hopefully she'll get her new license or whatever. I think they'll use the same picture that they had the last time. I need to order new equipment. I have a directive from my mentor to replace my old equipment. So I plan on getting a new iPhone, and I'd like to get a new MacBook. I really need to get a new iPad too. And, you know, Uncle Al is old school. I'm old school. Yeah, old school. Those will be the people who will exist after any sort of major event happens. It'll be the heartland that'll survive. The smaller towns, the farmers, the ranchers, the people who grew up, you know, learning how to can and butcher and cure and all that sort of stuff. Yeah, the 10th generation iPads are out. I got a third. Well, actually, I have 2 iPads. One of them is newer. I need to check to see what that other one is, if my daughter has that one. She also has a MacBook. And she's got a iPhone. She's actually using an iPhone 8. I keep telling her I want to upgrade her iPhone. She doesn't want me to do it. She says, as long as this one works, I'll do it. She's got a 8 Plus. And she had a regular 8, and then it sort of went south on her, went out on her, and then her friend got an upgrade and gave her that one. She just basically took the chip out and put it in that one, and now she's using that one, which her friend gave her. So she's trying to save me a little money. She spends quite a bit as it is, so it's like, well, at least you saved me that one. Hello, Heather Allen. Welcome. I put a link to Heather Allen. She's not a content creator at this point. She may be at some times in the future. I am a subscriber to her channel. I subscribe to everybody who follows me, whether you're a content creator or not. Oh, that's neat. You get to be 100 and they give you $1 million over in the Philippines. There aren't that many people that get to be 100 over there. I'm sure there are people who live to be quite old, but there aren't that many people. There are an awful lot of people in Japan that are over 100. Live quite long over in Japan, and there are other places. Levin in the house, 18 likes. Rice and exercise. You're saying, oh, they used to give 100,000, now they're up to 100. Well, that's nice. Very nice. So as I was saying, I run a 2.5 hour, 2 hour and 36 minute live stream for Isobar. I ran a 51-minute live stream for Vay's place, Verna. I ran a 25-minute for Nita's cooking show, a 1 hour and 2 minutes for Ed Dance and food, that would be Gina. Living My Best Life, I ran a 1 hour and 20 minute. In Doors G Vlog, I ran a 1 hour and 30 minutes. I'll be running more tonight, and I'll make a note of who I run, and I will certainly let them know. I always leave a like. I always leave supportive comments. I'll let them know if it's a full view, and I will try to spread it out a little bit more. So I tend to support those who support me. It's a good policy to have. I encourage everybody to do that. And we do need to take care of ourselves. Yeah, and I'm sure that's in pesos, and I'm sure pesos are a lot less than the dollar. I'd need to check on what the what's the translation. Thank you for coming in, Melinda. Appreciate you. I'll try to run one of yours tonight. Thank you guys for coming in. I appreciate it. I will plan on being back tomorrow for another edition of Coffee Talk. Every day, thank the Lord for the day. Say the Lord's Prayer. Treat people the way you want to be treated. Live by example. Tell those that you love them. Thank responders. Be cognizant of what's going on around you. Keep your eyes and your ears open. Say very little if you're not around your closest companions, and keep your voice down. And everybody seems to be saying good night. Well, thank you for being here. We'll be back tomorrow for another edition of Coffee Talk. Everybody, please have a blessed day. I've been on for about an hour. Appreciate you guys.